Hey, so the other day we started our walking through a little closer look at the Lord's Prayer, using specifically a thing called the Life Shape by Mike Breen and building a discipling culture. And yeah, go ahead and have that pen and Sharpie or some paper handy. We're going to keep working on our hexagon. This is not an art class, otherwise, I would be flunking that already, and I'm only two sides into my hexagon. But again, we're looking at this because this is the model by which Jesus gave us to pray. And so maybe just to quickly recap where we started, we're looking at Matthew's version of this. And so Matthew 6:9, we talked about the Father's character. Can you see that? Right? So our Father in heaven, Father to us, to me, Father is a very formal term. I don't think I've ever addressed my dad as Father. Um, and so, and Jesus is using a very informal yet intimate version, right? Abba, the Aramaic, and so which translates as daddy. So again, that is not the Father. Kind of when I hear Father, I say it differently. And I look at the Father differently when you say daddy. I mean, as a dad, the few times my kids will still call me daddy for a while. Colton's kind of aging out of that. But Hudson still says daddy, and there's nothing sweeter than that. And so imagine how God must feel as his children when we feel close enough to address him as something like daddy. It's still kind of weird for me to do that. But that's what Jesus is doing. And he's showing us this, you can do this too. So our Father in heaven, very intimate, yet informal. But here's the difference, right? Hallowed be your name. All that's true, but Daddy still deserves a lot of respect, doesn't he? He's very close to us, very intimate, yet is very different, right? Perfection. There is no darkness. There is no sin. And so that's a huge gulf between him and us. So yes, Daddy, there's no one else like you, right? That's what we're saying. All right, so let's go to Matthew 6:10, the Father's kingdom. All right, so yeah, that's what I have written on my second side of my hexagon here. The Father's kingdom, Matthew 6:10. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Here, Jesus says, yes, you've been fully adopted into God's family. You have every right to be talking to him, but do you realize who your daddy is? He's the king, capital K king, not a king, the king. So we say, I want what you want, Daddy. Your kingdom is an awesome kingdom of light and love, and I want your kingdom to advance in this world of darkness and hate. My desire is the same as your desire, to see everyone come out of this world of sin and into your kingdom of forgiveness. I want your rule to advance and be known in this world. So yeah, our call to prayer last week, specifically in response to Wednesday at the Capitol, kind of really focused on this idea. But what I was trying to also say in that prayer is that it's nothing new. We could send out a call to prayer every day about something, right? But in light of that, maybe for today and tomorrow, let's focus really on this aspect of the Lord's Prayer. Let's build upon the intimacy that begins in 6:9 with the Father's character. And now let's build on that, focusing on God's kingdom. We're at least told what that should look like, what that should be like. And it's so painfully obvious that we're nowhere near that. We've never been nowhere near that. But hopefully our attempts are to get there a bit more each day. So let that be the focus of your prayers today and tomorrow. And then we'll keep going through the third side of our hexagon. So have a blessed day, and we'll see you soon.